Welcome to this week's EMBN Show, where we'll be talking about steel handmade e-bikes. There's some good news from the United States, and we'll be announcing the Ergon competition winners. This week joined by Rich. How you doing?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
It's always nice to be on. Thank you.
Yes, first up, we'll actually head over to Steve, where he has been taking a look at some handmade steel e-bikes, which is pretty niche.
We're in Ceuta, Girona. I'm with eBay, and behind the camera is brother called
Androids.
Androids. So what have we got? eBay and Android, right?
Correct.
Folks, one of the most beautiful eMTBs I've seen this year. This is from the brothers from northern Spain, a company called Abams, and the bike they've got here is a prototype bike. It's a full chromoly 4130, 160mm travel, 27.5 high pivot. At the center of the bike is the Marley M40, which is 105 newton meters and 850 watts peak power. In the middle of the bike is the battery, 800 watt hour battery, right?
Correct.
eBay, I mean, first of all, probably one of the only steel eMTBs in the world, correct?
As long as I know, yes.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, we made a few with auto batteries, but then, new people joined this project and they insisted that we had to make it internal. It took a while to find the design of the down tube, which is the main, and all the harness, all the structure for the motor support. We did it, and it's working really surprisingly well. So we must say that it's quite stiff, the front end, to be a steel bike, but we are playing around with the back, with the rear end, with the bridge, making different options, like one bridge, two, putting them all together. And we are fine-tuning now, and it's looking so fast, so good.
So I guess it's really important that the front end of the bike is stiff, because you've got a battery in there, you don't want it to flex too much. But it's also, at the same time, it's nice to have... One of the great properties of steel is that it gives you an amazing ride feel, doesn't it?
Yes.
And I guess it's good to keep that feel of steel in the bike.
Absolutely. We are old school mountain bikers. We loved steel. We loved silver bracing. And we are putting all this together, okay? All the old production and methods and materials with the latest technology in e-bikes. And that's it. And high pivot idler pulley works great, in our opinion and in our experience with motors. So we are happy with the result.
I guess there's a few things here. The first thing is the Marley is one of the most powerful on the market. Beautiful power delivery on it. Also, one of the unique features of the Marley system, it actually gives you full power down to 0%, which is not the case on lots of e-mountain bikes in the market. Give us a little bit of history about the family business then in northern Spain.
Yeah. Okay, we were coming from clearly from the Basque Country, a lot of industry there, and we were coming from an industrial background, making parts for the machine tool. Then things changed in the company, and we were free to start our own venture. We are both mechanical engineers, and it was the right time to start such an interesting project. It's our passion together with a new industry, and it's a tough one. We know it's gonna be tough. But we are a nice team now of 4 people, all coming from mountain bike background. So it's looking good. We are positive.
I think the great thing about this bike is, there's so many e-mountain bikes on the market. But if you want something which is truly unique and hand-built, this is one of the few in the world, right?
Yeah. There are some others, but with integrated battery is the only one, I think. And that's the trend on the market. People likes it, and at the end the result has been great. Honestly, I was not the one that was pushing so much with the need of having the battery integrated, but now with the results, I'm really satisfied. And
it's got some pretty hefty component parts. What does it weigh in at?
It's 20. This particular one, it's 25.4. Okay, it has carbon wheels, carbon cranks, and carbon bar. That's it. The rest, it's regular. Okay, we have a wireless shit post, wireless gear.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And I see there's the option here. You could maybe swap out for a 29 wheel in the rear, right?
Exactly.
That's cool.
Just by moving the shock here and putting another bridge, it becomes a 29er, which we think it's a good chance to make a 29er with a lighter battery. It will be a good option.
It's a cool sort of, the fact that it's a small scale bike company, but you've got a motor system in there, which is actually Marley's one of the biggest suppliers to the automotive industry in the world. I mean, Marley's a massive company. I mean, I've been fortunate enough to have ridden the Marley at length. I think there's either a video on the channel right now or it's coming very soon, an in-depth look into the system. What else can we talk about? We've got the remote on the handlebar, got the integrated display there, which is, there's 3 modes on the motor. It's adjustable. There's an app. What else can we talk about?
I don't know. We are loving the system itself. We had experience with the X20. We were doing gravel bikes with the X20, which electronically behaves really, really smooth, torque and power. It's really a smooth system, and I think that's their idea. That's what they are trying to achieve, and in my opinion, is the way to go. I mean, to have a good sensor of torque, and it's giving you the power in a very smooth way. I mean, you have tested it, so you might know. Not better than me, but
I suppose one thing which we're not
more experienced.
One thing which we're not spoken about is the fact that you're actually able to get a high-end system, which you're not able to, obviously talking low numbers on the production. I mean, how many bikes are you going to make of these? This is a prototype.
We plan to build in 2 years' time around 100 bikes or so. That's our target. And true, the other system builders, they were not. We cannot be serviced. We are so thankful to Male that they really care about small builders. We started with the X20, as I said, and they are supporting us with this one, which is for us a great opportunity. I think we could not do it with any other one without a problem with prices, because you can get all the kind of systems, but with a price issue. I mean, and you cannot be put. It's this will be an expensive bike, and if you are paying an extra for the systems, you are completely out of the market.
Okay, one final question then. What sort of number, what kind of price? If someone wants a very boutique, very unique bike, what price are they looking at?
Our idea is to offer just one component option, which is how it's looking right now. Might have some changes, but with this mounting, with these components, should be around 11,000 euro, 11,500. Up to then, if some boutique parts, it's up to the customer.
I think one thing though, if you guys, I guess there's not the opportunity to ride steel bikes. I mean, I've ridden many steel bikes, and I think the feeling that you get out of a steel bike, I know it's a generalization, but you have less fatigue in your body, you have more grip on the ground, and it's just a delight to be able to chat to these guys and see a bike that's there in the flesh. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Rich, you've ridden many steel mountain bikes in your time?
That's a niche within a niche there, isn't it?
Do you think?
Well, it's handmade bikes is quite niche.
Yeah.
Steel handmade, that's like a niche in a niche.
I always thought kind of handmade mountain bikes was kind of nerdy but cool in a way.
Yeah.
And it's really interesting. At Eurobike, we saw a few of these bikes, which were all kind of, obviously they're limited because they can only make so many of these.
Yeah, for sure.
It makes you wonder how sort of popular they might be with people buying into the frame and obviously the motor that comes with it as well. But I am interested in it, definitely.
I've ridden a few steel bikes in my time, hardtails mostly. No full susses, actually.
Yeah, I don't think I have, no. There can't be many of them around, really.
No, few and far between. It felt good. It'd be interesting to know what it's like with all the extra mass and the motor on there.
Yeah, I suppose not the lightest material to deal with, but I grew up riding a steel hardtail, so great memories of steel bikes, but not handmade, for sure. Too posh for me. Anyway, on to news that I talked about slightly quickly before. It was the positive news from the USA. So the BLM, Bureau of Land Management, has opened 200 miles of trails in Moab. Obviously a classic place to go and ride mountain bikes.
Very famous trails.
Yeah, and somewhere I've always really fancied going. I always thought it would be a great place to ride e-bikes. And now they're open to Class 1 e-bikes.
Which is, because I wasn't too sure on what a Class 1 e-bike, I thought, excuse my ignorance, an e-bike's an e-bike over here for the best part.
It is, yeah, but it's our bread and butter, Rich. So any pedal assist mountain bike without a throttle that is limited to, in the US's case, 20 miles an hour.
Okay.
Just a regular pedal assist mountain bike can now
That's
ride
Class 1.
200 miles of trails in Moab.
200 mile an hour.
Well, no,
200 mile an hour.
20. But it does exclude a few of the more famous trails there, like the Lower Porcupine single track, Porcupine Rim, Hidden Valley, and a couple of others as well. But positive news.
That's got to be sort of a step in the right direction and the potential to open more trails. I suppose call it a trial, if you like, right?
I think so, yeah. Obviously, we don't really have these issues in the UK.
No.
Everything that's open to mountain bikes is open to e-bikes. And I don't see any issues with that in the UK. I mean, definitely jump in the comments if you have seen or heard of trail access being a problem or it's starting to cause problems. But
It's non-assist e-bikes we have trouble with, isn't it? As in just throttled.
True, that is, but yeah, not a huge, well, it depends where you live, I suppose.
Certain areas,
exactly,
right?
Yeah. I don't see many of those Surons, etc., where I live, but I have seen them.
Yeah, for sure. Exciting times. So right, now onto the Ergon competition. Now, this was a lovely giveaway where you had the chance to win. 2 Ergon bundles were up for grabs, including an HM2 set, GA3 grits, SME mountain course saddle as well. And the winners, Neil.
Yes, we've got Daniel Widdup.
Congratulations.
Steve McMullen.
Congratulations also.
Names on screen, so you can see the spelling, so you know it's definitely you. I haven't mispronounced your names. Very good, well done. On to cool places. I thought we got some crackers this week, because if you take a first look at Alan Murphy, out Blue Skies, I've not heard of this. It's the Ordesa National Park in the Spanish Pyrenees.
I bet you've Googled it and saved it to your places to go.
Well, look at that.
It looks stunning.
I've not seen cliffs like that. That would, yeah.
The Pyrenees are beautiful.
Yeah.
And this is like an extra beautiful bit.
So this
the layers in the rock.
Yeah, this was taken above the village of Torla before El Cabola descent.
Yeah, it looks good.
On the Albert Wild. I bet that was a wild.
That is a cool place.
I love it. Yeah, very good.
Yeah, proper zooming in here to check it out. Yeah, I like that. Very nice. Next up, we have Greg. No surname, but just Greg. Yeah. High above Casloe on Kootenay Lake, 18k and 1,100 metres up.
Yes.
BC. That's lovely, isn't it? That is a backdrop. BC always has such a
I've been
stunning.
Thinking, yeah, I've been thinking a lot about British Columbia recently.
You're emigrating?
Well, plotting how to get there for a trip next summer, I suppose.
Right. How many batteries?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know where to go. A friend of mine is actually over in the Pacific Northwest at the moment. He's doing actually, what's the place just south of the border that everyone goes to that I've totally forgotten the name of? Bellingham.
Yeah, that's the one.
So that is the United States.
Yeah.
Ideally, you do that and then go up as well and do something in BC.
Be rude not to.
Why not?
Rude not to. Another cool place. Look at these pictures are bangers, by the way.
Yeah.
The viewers sending some absolutely cracking pictures here.
I thought this one was interesting because this is Magilla and this is, what does he call it? Sam Hill territory.
Oh, in Perth Hills.
Western Australia.
Yeah.
Which I would love to go there. Never been there either.
No, I haven't, no.
I've heard that place is lethal in the wet, which is why it's so slippery. Which is apparently why Sam Hill's just so good all-round rider, because it's all, you know, that sort of, I don't know if it's clay, but you know that style of
like
dirt.
When it just goes slick.
It's horrible. But if you can ride it, you can ride anything, I suppose.
Yeah, 22 Merida E140, 150. Great bike. Lovely to see it. That's a great picture. Wow, thank you for sending those in. As always, the uploader is linked in the description down below. And, well, I like to pop on here and see these cool places, so please keep sending them in. Right, on last week's EMBN show, we talked about long travel e-bikes. Big fan, Rich? I'm going to say yes. When you say long travel, we talk like 180 mil?
Yeah, well, I guess in my book, I think I'd go 170 plus, but yeah, 180s.
180's long travel in my eyes.
Talking about the new Getty and a Focus, and what we felt like maybe a shortage of these long travel bikes. And actually, there was a lot of people agree, and we'll get on to people that didn't agree for, later on. But Anderson Rides Bike says, my Crestline S180 is set up with a 190 fork, 180 rear travel. It handles braking bumps and rough terrain better than most downhill bikes and flies back uphill. It's the bike I wanted Specialized to build after riding the Kenevo SL. Ooh, interesting. That makes me want to have a go on one now, Anderson. Thanks for the
190 up front. That's monster truck in there, isn't it?
It must be triple.
Is that full 29 as well? I don't know that bike too well.
It is the S180, I believe, is the Avanox.
Okay.
I need to Google that. Incorrect answer, Neil. It's the Bosch CX one.
That's still a good motor.
Yeah, very good.
Nice. Yeah. AK Burwell says, love my new Santa Cruz Bullet, 22 kilograms, 170 mixed wheel, 240 drop, a Fox 38. Oh, a Fox 38 on there, wow. Downhill case, basically a downhill bike with a motor. Says you can add a range extender as well. Big mountain laps out the door in my zone here in New Zealand. He says perfect, literally perfect, exclamation mark.
It sounds pretty good to me.
That doesn't sound bad, does it?
And one time, 242 says, we need more 180 plus bikes with full power and the option to run large or small batteries. So you can throw in a small battery for bike park days or short rides and the big battery for epic all-day shuttles and make them as light as possible while still being durable. Better yet, sell more frame set options. I've been banging that drum for a while. I talk about it every other show.
What, frame sets?
Yes, I'd like to see more, but there definitely are more coming.
Okay.
Interesting.
Interesting that he wants a lightweight version of it, though. I feel that's a hard thing to achieve when you're going long travel.
Yeah, I suppose. And I agree with having the two battery options, but I guess it just adds more expense.
Yeah, true. Right. Negative.
Oh dear.
Oh,
you had to bring
Negative Nancy has chimed in. Tom Quimby, gravity-based e-bikes, ? EMBN is becoming less relevant to the e-bike riders as the years roll by. Even Steve is failing to realise that wearing the cap the wrong way does not make you young. Bit sad, really.
Crikey.
Wow.
I put this in because I thought, well...
It's good to hear both sides.
True, and also I think the EMBN, our viewership and the e-bike market is growing. I mean, I think there are more and more long travel riders coming to the e-bike world.
Well, the demographics changing,
Call them hardcore, call them what you want, but I think it's expanding sort of in every area. So I think this will only get bigger. I hope, because that's the style of riding I like. As much as we do try and cater for a bit of
everything.
Enduro, all mountain, cross country, whatever it is, whatever you're doing your e-bikes. So that's kind of the point of what I'm trying to say is we're trying to cater for everyone. So it's
the equivalent over on GMBN. You're not just going to have just XC. We have XC. We have trail riding. We have enduro. We have dirt jump. There is actually a dirt jump e-bike I saw many moons ago. Do you remember?
That's true. Yeah, not many people buying that.
No, but I think just to say, don't have these bikes is...
And Tom, I'm wearing my cap on the right way around. I don't know if that's better or worse, really. And then a video I made about wider tyres. I think this reinforced it a little bit. There's a comment from RM Kep. It says, horses for courses, talking about the tyres. I have an R&M Sudolite GX full suspension, Bosch CX bike, roll-off e-belt, belt drive, should I say, Schwalbe Nobby Nick 2.8s. So
wow, big
tons.
Yeah.
I ride trail and single track, but very carefully. At my age, 74, and the bike weighs 30 kilograms. Oof. Safety and stability are critical to me staying out of a wheelchair. The 2.8 tyres are perfect for my use case.
Yeah.
Which is which is great. In the video I talked about, I didn't like the larger tyres rolling, but...
when you say like squirming underneath.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If I'm hitting something hard and if I'm running it a bit low pressure, it'll squirm. But if you're not doing that, then it can suit people, which is, I guess, the hardest thing about tyres is trying to give... I mean, everyone's got a different opinion on it, so you've got to try and tell people what they are or aren't, I suppose.
So typically on my e-bikes, on a full power e-bike, I run a 2.6 out back.
Yep.
Fairly soft, because I do like to do climbs as well, but like yourself, we ride them pretty hard, so if I go too soft, like say a pressure for climbing, it's way too soft going down.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting. That's some really good points. And now, more power. So this is the Marley.
Yeah, Steve made a video on a Marley at the weekend, which is doing really well. And interesting comment, I thought.
Go on, you go for it.
Francois Visseur says, busy watching this while working on our Marley e-bike design. Super excited to get rolling on this. I searched him. Francois is
Not creepy.
Is a well, I wonder what bike he's designing. I'd like to know. And he's an industrial designer in the bike world. So I wonder what's coming next.
The Marley e-bike design. You heard it here first, people.
Bike vaults. Starting off with someone who's becoming a regular. I don't know their actual name, but Bike Hub Ecuador.
Yeah.
Love seeing the pictures from Ecuador. And this is a Forestal E-Sirion.
Sirion.
Close to Sirion.
On the Chota Valley, home of the best desert rides in Ecuador. Do we eat nice and super nice?
Best dessert rides.
Cotton for ice cream.
Okay, it looks amazing to me.
It does, but it's not a super nice, Neil.
Why not?
Because it's non-drive side. You just...
Oh, we don't have those same rules over here.
What? Oh, you've changed. You've changed, Neil. All right, well, you've gone rogue on me.
Well, to keep Rich happy, Steve M has taken a drive-side picture of quite I say unusual, it's track, so it can't be that unusual, but you don't see many of these around.
No.
Caliber. So obviously they have that, is it a soft tail, is it not a soft tail?
Flex, it's like a flex stays on it, so there's no pivot.
Yeah, not a pivot to be seen.
No.
I don't know if they're the same on the e-bike. It looks like there's a pivot there to me.
Well, I didn't know these actually existed, so I did a little Google earlier, and they're still only 60mm travel, like their non-e-bike versions.
Yeah.
Brother, but 120mm up front.
Fazua Ride 50 motor.
Yeah.
With the 250 watt-hour battery, which is pretty interesting, isn't it?
That's
The
quite a small battery, in my.
Well, Steve says the limited power forces me to get an excellent workout when riding, and the way the motor comes out with the battery for unassisted riding allowed me to replace 3 mountain bikes with this one eMTB.
But I did it. It's still 18.5 kilos.
Yeah, interesting.
So it's not the lightest by any means, but I mean, I don't know. This has gone wayward from our chat a minute ago of long travel e-bikes, and we're now talking about 60mm travel full surf.
Do we need more extra short travel?
That is extra short. Where's Steve M? Thank you. That's nice. Real nice.
It's a tough crowd.
Yeah, Martin Lynch. Non-drive. Neil, have a word.
Well,
it's non-drive side.
But look at the picture.
Don't you?
And it's a late evening ride in Norway. From Martin on the Scube Stereo 140 Pro. Have to be careful I don't run into any moose.
Crikey.
Or mice on the way home. They're pretty aggro, aren't they, mooses?
I do. You live in Shrewsbury, not me.
I've seen a moose. I presume it was a moose in Canada. And apparently they can be trouble.
Yeah, they're massive. The antlers on the things are monstrous, but that is a nice picture again.
Oh, flipping it.
Right, this one from Colby Seaver. Just got this bike in second ride, 2024 Transition Relay.
Yeah.
PNW size large, Relay PNW.
I think the PNW is the build kit.
Oh, is it?
I'm not
Pacific Northwest?
Yeah.
Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts. You ever been there?
I have not, but it's super nice.
That is a super nice, I'll give you that, with his sort of
coil on
Overlander.
Yeah.
Colour-coded decals. Colby.
Now, we talked about Whitey in the news last week, but here's a bike. Joshua McLeod riding the Decoy NBD, new bike day, I guess. Some laps on the new bike, it says. It's an absolute tank. My first eMTB and I'm loving it. Picture taken at One Planet.
Llandeglo in Wales.
Yeah.
That's a super nice. We have a winner. Oh, no, wait, there's more.
We have finished it.
You tricked me.
Declan
Joshua, nice. Thank you very much, though.
Because I thought it was interesting. This is a high bike Enduro 8. My first full suspension, first e-bike. Moved from a Trek Roscoe 7 to this, quite the upgrade. 180mm Öhlins DH38 fork.
You're right, sir.
Hope cranks. My
D-Maxes.
It says, I've got my Temu trail companion on the bars. It's called Steve. He's probably the cheapest thing I've bought for the bike. What is it?
Like our Steve.
I'm zooming in. Can't see what it is. Won't zoom any further.
Is it? No, it's
Bell. It's some sort of.
I always see people like little rubber ducks and stuff on their bars, all that sort of thing.
There's that guy who's on YouTube that has a rubber duck. I don't know his name.
Rubber duck guy. Fair enough. Declan Swanee. It's non-drive side, Neil.
Oh dear.
I know, but it is a cool picture, and we've gone from that 60mm Trek to a 180mm Enduro.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild. Nice. Thank you for sending those in. Link to the uploader is in the description down below. Please keep them coming in because we do like to see them, and please make sure they're drive side. Come on.
into getting social, I thought this is quite cool. Well, cool, maybe not the right word. It's practical. And I've not seen one of these before. It's a rear rack, so a luggage rack for your e-bike, which I guess if you go bike packing, it's a great idea.
Yeah.
And it works on full suspension bikes, and it does not mount to your seat stays. There's no chance of wrecking it. It sort of goes on these axle mounts.
Right.
And then it's got pivots around there, and it goes to your seat post. So it looks pretty solid. I think that's quite practical.
I could see you with that, bud.
Yeah.
Nervous laughter.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm getting old. I use it for my shopping and all that stuff. So very practical. And then...
Holy smokes, Jeff.
Hold on. I read the caption to this. Actually, it doesn't sound like Jeff does a lot of e-bike riding. So Jeff, get on it, because you're looking pretty good on it.
Yeah.
And he's going up some ridiculous climbs on this, what is it? It's an Orco. Very cool.
Look how he's full bar humping to get up there as well. Look how steep it is.
Mega grippy, isn't it? It's got to be.
Yeah, those big slabs out in Canada, they are grippy. That's how you can ride down them so steep, like, as well. But, well, you know, you've done them. All right, yeah.
Right, thanks, Rich, for joining me on this week's show.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
Very good. And get involved with the show, like Rich said. Jump into the comments and send your bikes and your cool places. And we'll see you this time next week.